Joel Osteen's keys to unlocking personal empowerment today. Let me tell you this. Have you ever felt stuck in a rut, unable to move forward in your life? Maybe you've been there yourself, feeling like no matter how hard you try, things just don't seem to change. Well, today we're going to explore Joel Osteen's keys to unlocking personal empowerment today. Let me tell you, Joel has a unique ability to transform even the most mundane of situations into a source of inspiration and motivation. Here's something you should know. Joel believes that every single person has the power within them to achieve greatness. His teachings are rooted in positivity, gratitude, and faith. He teaches us that our mindset is everything, and by shifting our perspective, we can unlock incredible potential. So, let's dive into these keys and see how they can empower us today. You might be wondering, what exactly does Joel mean when he talks about personal empowerment? It's about more than just achieving goals or getting ahead in life. It's about living a life filled with purpose, joy, and fulfillment. Joel believes that true empowerment comes from within, and it starts with changing our thoughts and beliefs. Here's a personal anecdote that really resonated with me. A few years ago, I was going through a tough time. My career wasn't where I wanted it to be, and I felt like I had hit a wall. One day, I stumbled upon one of Joel's videos and it completely changed my outlook. He shared a story about someone who had been diagnosed with cancer. This person had been given a short timeline, but instead of giving up, they focused on living each day to the fullest. They embraced their illness, found gratitude in small moments, and inspired others around them. That story was a turning point for me. It made me realize that my circumstances didn't define me, and I could choose to focus on the positive aspects of my life. Now, let's talk about Joel's first key to unlocking personal empowerment: gratitude. You might think that being grateful is just a nice sentiment, but it's actually a powerful tool that can transform your life. Joel emphasizes the importance of focusing on what you're thankful for, no matter how small it may seem. In his book, The Daily Miracles, he shares the story of a man who started writing down 3 things he was grateful for every morning. Initially, he wrote down things like, "My wife is beautiful," or "My kids are healthy." But over time, he began to notice a shift. He started appreciating simple things like the taste of coffee in the morning or the sound of birds chirping outside. Eventually, he found himself looking at the world differently. He saw beauty in the little things, and this newfound appreciation brought him immense joy and peace. Here's a real-life example from Joel's life. After his father passed away, he turned to his faith for comfort and strength. He started writing down 3 things he was grateful for every day. Over time, he noticed a profound change. He felt more content, happier, and more at peace. He realized that gratitude isn't just about having something, but about choosing to see the good in everything. The second key to personal empowerment, according to Joel, is focusing on your inner dialogue. We often speak to ourselves in ways that aren't very kind or encouraging. Joel suggests that we need to change this pattern and cultivate a more positive self-talk. Imagine if you were talking to a friend who was struggling with something. You would probably use supportive language and offer encouragement, right? So why do we treat ourselves so differently? Joel provides an analogy to help illustrate this point. He compares our inner dialogue to a radio station. Just like you can tune into different channels, we can choose to listen to different types of programming inside our minds. Instead of listening to negative thoughts, we should aim to tune into positive affirmations and messages of self-love. For instance, instead of saying, "I'm not good enough," we can say, "I am capable and worthy." These small changes can make a big difference in how we feel about ourselves and how we perceive the world around us. A personal anecdote that demonstrates this transformation came from a listener named Sarah. She shared her experience with me recently. Sarah used to constantly criticize herself and feel like she wasn't good enough. She was always comparing herself to others and feeling inadequate. But then, she decided to make a change. She started practicing positive self-talk and replaced negative thoughts with affirmations. She told me, "It took some effort at first, but now I feel so much better about myself. I'm learning to love and accept myself, flaws and all." Joel's teachings emphasize that by changing our internal dialogue, we can create a ripple effect that spreads positivity and empowerment throughout our lives. Joel also stresses the importance of setting clear goals and taking action towards them. He believes that having a vision for our future helps us stay motivated and focused. However, simply setting goals isn't enough. We need to take consistent action towards achieving them. Imagine you want to start a business but are unsure where to begin. Joel suggests breaking down your goal into smaller, manageable steps. He calls this process small wins. By focusing on these incremental victories, you build momentum and gain confidence. For instance, if your goal is to write a book, you might start by setting a daily word count goal. Even if it's just 100 words a day, you'll be making progress. As you keep pushing forward, you'll find yourself crossing off milestones and feeling proud of your achievements. This approach not only helps you stay committed, but also makes the journey less daunting. A personal anecdote that illustrates this concept came from a listener named John. John had always dreamed of starting his own business, but was hesitant to take the leap. Joel's teachings encouraged him to break his goal into actionable steps. He started by researching different industries, attending networking events, and building a solid foundation. Over time, he gained confidence and finally launched his business. He told me, "It wasn't easy, but by focusing on small wins and taking consistent action, I was able to overcome my fears and achieve my dream." Another key to personal empowerment is surrounding ourselves with positive influences. Joel believes that our environment plays a crucial role in shaping our mindset and behavior. Surrounding ourselves with people who uplift us and inspire us can have a profound impact on our well-being. Think about it. If you spend time with negative people, you're likely to pick up their negativity and lose sight of your own potential. On the other hand, spending time with positive individuals can boost our spirits and give us the motivation we need to keep moving forward. Joel offers practical advice on how to identify and cultivate positive relationships. He suggests seeking out mentors who can guide us and offer support. Additionally, finding communities of like-minded individuals can create a sense of belonging and shared purpose. A personal anecdote that exemplifies this idea came from a listener named Emily. Emily had struggled with loneliness and isolation for years. She felt like she didn't fit in anywhere and was constantly seeking validation from external sources. Joel's teachings encouraged her to seek out groups of people who shared her interests and passions. She joined a local yoga class and discovered a community of women who loved practicing together. Over time, she found herself connecting with these women and feeling more confident and fulfilled. Joel emphasizes that by nurturing positive relationships, we create a support system that empowers us to live our best lives. Lastly, Joel believes in the power of faith and spirituality to fuel personal empowerment. He argues that a strong spiritual foundation can provide us with the courage and resilience needed to overcome challenges. For many, this means connecting with a higher power and finding meaning in our existence. Joel shares stories of individuals who have experienced remarkable transformations through their faith. For example, he mentions a woman who had been battling depression for years but found solace in her faith. She began attending church regularly and found comfort in the teachings of Jesus. Over time, her mental health improved, and she regained her zest for life. Joel's own journey is a testament to the transformative power of faith. After experiencing a series of setbacks, including the loss of his mother and a health scare, Joel turned to his faith for guidance. He began reading the Bible daily and found comfort in its teachings. This period of reflection led him to embrace a new way of thinking and a renewed sense of purpose. Joel encourages us to explore our own spiritual paths and find what resonates with us. Whether it's through prayer, meditation, or participating in religious practices, he believes that a connection to something greater can provide us with the strength to overcome obstacles. In conclusion, Joel Osteen's keys to unlocking personal empowerment today are as relevant as they are inspiring. Gratitude, positive self-talk, setting clear goals, surrounding ourselves with positive influences, and cultivating a spiritual foundation are all powerful tools that can transform our lives. Remember, personal empowerment is not just about achieving specific outcomes. It's about embracing the journey and finding joy in every moment. So let's commit to making these keys a part of our daily lives. Start by focusing on what you're grateful for, challenge negative thoughts, set small wins, connect with positive people, and find meaning in your spiritual path. With these tools in hand, you'll be empowered to live a life filled with purpose, happiness, and fulfillment. Here's something to consider. How will you apply these keys today? Will you take a moment to practice gratitude, or will you work on your inner dialogue? Every small step counts, and by making these shifts, you'll be on your way to unlocking your full potential. Remember, you are capable, worthy, and deserving of a life filled with joy and success. So go out there, embrace the journey, and let your personal empowerment shine.